Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, we're live. Yes, we are. There we go. Have we got transcoding on? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Right, okay, so there's that. Social mediaing. Got to do a bit of that. So give me a tick. One of those. Copy pasta, and then the back of that. Another one. Copy the whole thing. So we're dual streaming. There we go. There's those two, and then some bookface ones. There we go, and then a couple of others. Apparently the goat buff is up. Nice. Right, there we go. Okay, that's all done. Let's go to the live screen there and over on the YouTube. There we go. Same again there. Right, so that can go and that can stay up. There we are. Good stuff. Well, good evening, Lady Sky Cannon. Hey, welcome to the stream, both. You know what I'm checking up on? Yes, you do. Not seeing any sign of it. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm seeing people getting in the spirit of things. Is that... Oh, but there's no thing yet. No. No sign of the Halloween yet. Freelancers hasn't popped. Oh, great. Never mind. Can't be helped. Right. Clan agency, let's go. When does it ever pop on time? Almost never. There we go. Oh, rats. Okay. I would like an elite assignment. Prisoner. There we are. Goodbye. And alien daily, please. Aliens alone. Oh, we got that one. Okay. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Right. And it is, in fact, beer o'clock this Wednesday. Mrs. Collis 2 is off, and so am I. Hey! So I had my first day or so back at work. And before my shift, I was like, can I remember how to do my job? I've been gone for 2 weeks. Yes, apparently I can. So that's good. See, all the buffers, etc., and plenty of other people are now all in the Halloween garb. I don't have any on this character yet. Oh, percent D. Help. There we go, there's all the buffs. Okay, so we want what we haven't got, or do we? Improved, we have. Flex, we've got. Yeah, it's the fixer ones we want. Lasting ultimatum. farmed it last year. Yeah, most likely they did, yeah. And then we'll get the big NCU nano. Oh yeah, there was something else I was looking into doing. Okay. So I've set up a separate Anarchy Online just to try this, but I don't think it'll work. Right, so I'll try it now. Need to quickly check something. I think. Actually, let's test that theory. GUI, ND, GUI and big, okay. This probably won't work at all, but I just want to try it. I was thinking of it in... Oh. Half a dream. Here we go. Oh, Anarchy crashed. No. I don't think it is going to work. No, it's not going to work that easily. So, oh, hang on. No. Let's go back. PC. Okay, let's undo. Drop wrapper version folder in. I'll try. Ah, well that works. I don't know that it's working. Yeah, I'll have to change that. Yeah, hasn't got any prefs, obviously. Volume is slightly louder. Failed to load GUI definition. Yeah, it's not installed right. Nope. Yeah. Trying to run what they call an EMB for a different game on top of Anarchy. Did not work. There you go. Just wanted to try it. So there's an EMB for a DX9 game, Deus Ex Human Revolution. So I just wanted to try it in Anarchy, but I think it is written specifically for that, and I don't know enough about it, but it could be an interesting way to go because you can set per region lighting parameters. So I just wanted to see if it could be done. It would take a lot of work to set up for AO, given all the variable, different areas you could be in at different times of day, etc., versus a static game. Paul Bear, welcome to the stream. Now, I had a message from... We've got fireworks going on. Really wish people wouldn't. Especially randomly on a non-celebratory evening. You guys hear them? Yeah, we have Bonfire Night on the 5th of November, but that's kind of it. We don't there's no other day where you would do it. New Year's maybe, but yeah, people camping him. He's not there. So yeah, we got a massage from Crazy Mountain Goat, who won the Grace last time. So he said, I have a buy order up on my character named Fat Nukes. Okay. Excuse me. There is actually still one guy who never came forward. Even after I told them they'd won, they never replied. So I don't know if it was kind of like, oh, I haven't got a paid account. Oops. But they've not told and they've not said either way, so I just don't know. So I don't know what to do about that one. A double Grace giveaway one night or something? I don't know. Might have to do it. I hope they're okay, and it is just an error on their part. They realised, oh, I can't set up a buy order. I don't have a paid account. So they said, God, 225 billion credits. Okay, so they said whom? Who did they say? Buyed it on Fat Nukes. Okay, let's take a look. That's Fat Nukes there, but I need confirmation from them. So yeah, we'll it's obviously there. We'll just have to wait. Till they pop in the stream and I can go 100%, that's you. 225 billion credits. You are an AO billionaire, yeah. Several times over. Right, we got rats to do. Let's go do that one. It's easy to be an AO billionaire, I suppose. These days it is. Alright, let's round up some roller rats. If you type convert to euro, you get coins turned into real euro. Convert? What, in-game type convert? Oh, it's just a bad joke, yeah. What's the cost of a grace from Funcom, you mean? Looking at my and see, I feel like there's not enough there, but I think there is. I think it is all there. Rookie Exterminator. Are you sure you remember what to do? Of course I do. I've done this many times, possibly over 100 by now. A VE Nano lying around, possibly. Do. Volcanic? No would be the quick answer. It does not has one. You hear a roller at, you know you'll fix a ninja opened a chest during a hard mission. Yeah. Ooh, salamanders, is that you? That was the original meme, wasn't it? That was from, someone made a bunch of Lego animations of Team Mission, Anarchy Online. And what I can only assume is a Lego set that came with a little webcam or something that allowed you to do animations on it. You know, stop motion. God, I was making stop motion animations like 40 years ago on Super 8. Remember doing it. Someone re-uploaded them to YouTube, so I made a playlist of it. So if you go to my channel, there you go. It's right there. Playlist. Thalderain's Anarchy Online Team Mission. So it's not on my channel, but the playlist for it is. I think these were made pre-Shadowlands as well. That's why I put this on there, because it's I thought it'd get more visibility. It's all in-game music as well. It is very low quality, but I mean, it was a toy camera for a Lego set from like 2001, maybe 2002, but it was pre-Shadowlands, I remember that, because people were still doing team missions for XP in Broken Shores. So it's a series of 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember where they originally made them, but bear with, phone's ringing in the other room. monitors were like 800 by 600, yeah. They were... I think I had a higher resolution than that, but not much. I had a Sony Trinitron... I think it was a 19-inch, maybe? No, 17-inch. I think it went to quite a high resolution, though. And then I had a Mitsubishi... 19-inch. Yeah, I think it was that one I had, maybe. Went to a big resolution. No, I don't think it was as good as that. It was a diamond something, I know that. Yeah, it was quite a high resolution. I couldn't play anything at that resolution, I just ran out of video memory, but desktop was nice at that. And then suddenly 1080p and 60 Hz was the way to go, and I was like, with flat panels, I was like, they look like crap. And let's face it, you look at a, even if you had a new out of box LCD from 2003 compared to any monitor today, it's bloody awful. But they were all 4x3. That was the norm. You killed 88 roller rats. Okay, 12 more then. It has been a little while, Bobbylicious. Busy work, fam, some free-to-play gaming. Yeah. I've been playing Fallout London. Played the new Star Wars game. It's alright. It's not as much fun as maybe the Jedi ones, but it's pretty good. Oh, what else did I play? You killed 100 roller rats. Yeah, Outlaws, yeah. On this system, it ran great, but you would expect that. Yeah, it did run pretty good on this. And then I bought a game for Mrs. Callis 2 last year called Hogwarts Legacy or something. It looked pretty good. I wasn't that bothered. I mean, there were movies we watched with the kids like 15 years ago or whatever. I tried that out, and actually it's pretty... I know J.K. Rowling, yada yada, said some horrible things, etc. But I was just curious. I wanted to try it, so I tried it out. And do you know what? As a game in its own right, it's actually pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I'm not going to stream it or promote it because of all the backlash and whatnot, but... the people that made it and had no idea about any of that probably, and just wanted to make a game that took you back to the main character of the game. Really is how good a job they did of recreating that atmosphere that the movies had with Hogwarts, and they did a really good job of it, actually. It does feel like a lived-in kind of old but odd and slightly yeah, they completely nailed that. Mechanically, it works well, plays well, looks gorgeous, really pretty. So talking about it in the abstract, but as soon as you put it on your YouTube channel or social media, you're going to get a ton of people hating on you, and they're disgusted by the author of it, and oh, boycott it because she's making money. She's got more money than she knows what to do with already. I don't really think she cares about money anymore. But I just don't want to get into the drama. But, as a game, it's good. You can't say it's not a good game. Never enough money for certain types of people, yeah. I don't care. I stop as long as I've got enough to do what I want to do, afford the things I want to get, and live a happy life. That's it. I don't care beyond that. It's that simple for me. It's a means to an end. That's all it ever is. So. But yeah, playing it, it's pretty good. Hanky DK, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I just stumbled upon your channel. I last played AO was like 8 years ago. How's the game nowadays? 8 years ago. 3 new dungeons since then. You've got Pyramid of Home, opened up in 2016. Was that 8 years ago? We then got a high-level encounter version of Three Winds came first, I'm pretty sure, and then the subway. Yeah, I mean, there's the separate the artist from the work, and yeah, I'm kind of that mind. I think the world she created is a far better place than the one she's asking for. But yeah, there you go. Subway came before the temple. I don't think it did, because I remember playing the subway on test live before it came to the live server. And going and getting a temple 2-hand edge sword. Pretty positive it came after. I think we just missed a kill. Can't be helped. 4 minutes and 20 minutes. Oh, no, not too bad. A 5-minute wait thereabouts. I just saw somebody running off, so I was like, oh, we'll have FP Doc, I think. Yeah, Subway was the last update, I think. What else have I played recently? Oh, yeah, the System Shock remake. They did a really good job of that. That was earlier this year, I think. I'm looking forward to the Indiana Jones game. Looking forward to that one. And, what's it? Oh, yes, Stalker 2. Really want to play that as well. Oh, I played the DLC for Starfield. Finished that in, I think, I probably played 12 hours of it. There's not much there, I'd say. If you're looking for a Far Harbor size DLC, it ain't that. It's more Automaton, whatever it was called, the one with the robot edition. It's more that. Fallout London, which is free, it's way better. I mean, to be honest, Fallout London is a better Fallout game than Fallout 4, even though essentially it's a mod for Fallout 4. It's still a better version of Fallout than, Fallout 4 is. So, yep, we're just waiting around for the respawn. Doop-a-doop, doo, doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo. Our life, our dreams. Kalos, please. Ian looking... I am looking for Grace Code. Well, every Saturday I do a giveaway for one, but you do need an active paid account to claim it. And if we do find a friend with Space Quest, you get actual Grace codes themselves. So you get the letters and numbers code. Chinarang, you played Iron Man channels on... No, I haven't. I haven't done the Iron Mans. It's to do with my limited playtime and my time zone just make it kind of untenable. It would be a solo Iron Man, essentially. The whole kind of spirit of is doing it together, isn't it? So even though it's harder and there's restrictions and stuff, but I get asked every time, and if I had, it was still lockdowns and stuff, I would maybe do it, but I'd be getting up at 4 and 5 in the morning to do it, with everybody else going, right, now we're going to go and do this dungeon or whatever. But yeah. Time zones don't matter. They do to me, pal. Yeah, I'm on EU time, and they go, okay, this night we're doing this, and it's right in the middle of my workday, and I can't do it, so I miss out. That's how it is. Got to pay the bills, dude. Got to pay the bills. Yeah, that's how it is. I don't like it. I don't like it. But hey, it is what it is. Rage Star, welcome to the stream. Tara Marino. Hey folks, hey, welcome. I don't know, I get the itch every now and again, but none of my old friends are playing. I've done everything 100 times. Yeah, even though I've done it 100 times, I still enjoy playing the game. I don't know why. I just always have, probably always will. There's just something about Rubicar I really like, Anyway, time for another beer. Yes, it is. one friend multiboxing. Yeah, there's always that. Right, okay. He is back up. Yay, have some of that. Some of that. And one of them. Hacky DK. I did a multi-box a lot easier before quitting the game. Most of my friends didn't play. It is the case that it is a lot quieter in the game than it, you know, it was. We got a bit of a resurgence in 2020, which was really nice. And a lot of them did stay till, well, maybe the beginning of this year. No multi-boxing, no, I'm only one character. Yeah, it's rare I even dual log, let alone anything else. 2020 was a good year. Well, for AO maybe, but I think for the most part it was pretty bad. So, you know. But yeah, for AO, it was pretty nice. (2020 to 20). Yeah, that's it. It's strange as it seems. For those of us, it didn't really, you know, for those of us who never got sick, and could work from home and whatnot. Yeah, it was kind of chill. Grace code sell for 275 billion. Yeah, they can't. I think there are 225 billion currently. I had like 20 in GMI. Well, if you've got that many, then they're worth a lot more today, you know. Lots and lots more. God, I remember when they were selling for what? A couple of 100 billion? Oh, no, not even that. No, less than a billion even. Then I remember them being 10 billion, and then I remember them being... Yeah, I checked tonight because someone has a buy order up because they won the Grace. They're offering, they want to buy 2 Graces for 275. But currently their buy order's up for 225 for 1. So they're going to struggle with that, I think, unfortunately. Oh, you resist, do you? There you go, not anymore. But most for 4 or 5, yeah, they're way more, worth way more now. Quick look around, anybody waiting? Might want the diseased, can't see anyone. There he is, down. Nope, nothing exciting, so we'll leave him. Right, so the alien mission. Emergency call, there we go, yep. Okay. Pew. Inflation is real, yeah, not many. Yeah, we checked just before the start of the stream. Or we checked just at the start of the stream, I should say more accurately. Don't hit the NPC. Yes, I know, I've done it. Grief or death. We come over here and have a look. Search. Grace. General item. No, 275 million for one. There was the guy who won that wanted to buy one. I think I should sell it. I should let him have it as quickly as possible. What the hell was his name? Crazy Mountain Goat had a buy order on Fat Nukes. So I'm going to send him another message. There are buy orders for 275 bill ATM. Sold to you. Yep, I'll just show you. I have a buy order up on a character named Fat Nukes. I said there are buy orders up for 275 bill at the minute. Sold it to you to get it done quick, I think. There you go. Let's put that back over that monitor. I should reactivate and sell mine. Well, you'd be rich. That's for sure. Okay. I'll sell it to him and then hopefully he can get in and make the money back. Well, it's still as high as it is. Normally I double check, you know, like get them in the chat and say, is this you, kind of a thing. But I think this time maybe not. Then we go Grace's sell. So yeah, there you go, 200 and like that, and then yoink. Let's find him. Fat Nukes, there we go. 1 credit is what it costs when you win it. Obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be a free Grace giveaway, would it? Yeah, there you go. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, emergency call. Yeah. Yeah, Crazy Mountain Goat in chat. So they won fair and square, so. Well, when you get into endgame HUD items, armor, and alphas and stuff like that, yeah, it soon adds up. And AI armor is where am I going? Strat I'm going, aren't I? Yeah, let's run through Borealis. Yeah, so it can very quickly add up. Yeah, whatever you do, don't hit the NPC you're meant to rescue. It doesn't go well. Hit everything else, but don't hit the NPC you're supposed to be helping. And it's easy to do because unless they're neutral, so they're very easy to accidentally tab. So always check target. There we go. So we got the crashed alien ship over there. Where are all those aliens coming from? Well, probably from the crashed ship, I'm guessing. Once the medic is down, should go easy. Check target. You can Mongo here, but you can't. You can't do much else. I think you can AoE as well, but any direct nano damage or whatever toward the NPC, and yeah, you're dead. Target you. Scooter is all messed up. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, if you aggro her, even now when the mission's over, that's it. Grief or death. Right, so we talk to the warden, go hand in all the missions, and then it's go find a doja time, I think. I mean, we could talk to the warden in Newland, it doesn't make a difference. It might change how quickly they respond, I'm not sure. Another dead prisoner. There we go. I'll take the green. Goodbye. There. Oh, we go grid. Which crat are you on about? I have one Omni, one clan. There you go. Short answer? Which one? Mission complete. It barely moved, but it never does at this level. There we go. Mission complete. Goodbye. Right, let's get rid of this junk. And to Shadowlands we go. There we go. I like to have the map. I wish I had enough veteran points on Mrs. Kalos 2's account in order to have, what's it called? Overview of Shadowlands or something? It's 1 nano and it's the whole of Shadowlands, all its maps. No matter where you are, etc. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. Ah! Spotted me. Oop. Doc has run out. There we are. Nope. Stick around. Well, someone's been busy. There's no sign round here. Oh well. Oh, there's a few here though. What have you got? Nope, nada. You'll do. How did I miss with aim shot when it's as high as it is? That just does my head in, that does. You tried to hit with aim shot but missed. How? Aim shot as high as a kite. What's my AR at? 2873? That's still pretty respectable. Too many beers makes you miss. Yeah, right. It would in reality. In the game it should have no effect whatsoever unless you're pouring it on your computer. By the way, never pour any kind of liquid on your computer. It's just a joke. Yeah, that's better. That's how it should be. says, trying to, you know, make sense. Nothing again. Okay. Nope, nothing on you. We got something nearby. Yes, we do. Not enough beers and you miss. There's probably a little bit of truth to that. You do need to be very relaxed to be a sniper. You have to shoot on the bottom of your breath. Definitely not on the top of your breath. There's a whole science to your breathing and everything else. And holding your breath is no good because that affects how much tension there is and vibration there is in your arms, and yeah, there's loads of stuff. Even snooker players talk about it, so it ain't just people with guns. Nothing around here. Excuse me. Well, that ain't me. Checking with Mrs. Gallows too. Right, okay. Onward. Looking after the olds, the in-laws, the infirm. Right, sneak while I go grab another beer. Yeah, the in-laws phoned up on the emergency line because their internet had gone out. Yeah. Scissorang, best and worst prof in your opinion? They're all good, being honest, and I've played all of them more than once. Best is relative. It depends on your preferred play style, the kind of things you enjoy, the way you like to play. Yeah, fixer, worst, trader. Yeah, see that's Will Sid's opinion. I would say fixer actually has a lot of utility as well as trader, but it depends on the person, doesn't it? So it depends how you like to play, what your play style tends to be, etc., etc. So. Right, sorry for the delay, everyone. First to wear one hand length solly on foe on the beast at my time. Full intellis, yeah. Well, it depends. There's a couple of intellis, depending on the build, where you're better off with the intelli than you are with the alpha. Same with the syndicate brain. There's a few builds, you know. Like my NT is +% nano damage build. It's 200% plus % nano damage, so it does count. So anything with any percentage in it is better than anything else, as long as you can hit that 3k cap on matter creation skill. Well, what it is with AO is it's so much more of a sandbox. There's so much more freedom to play the way you want to play versus modern games, which are very, here's the meta, everything else is crap, do not try. You know? If you haven't got the meta build, you can't come on the raid, you know, whereas Anarchy Online is still very much, well, if you make it work, it works. You've got so much more latitude and, you know, scope to play the build you want to build and experiment and stuff, which I think most other games you just do not have. And then the setting and the world are actually really, really interesting. Still, they still do not bore me, you know. Well, yeah, the account issues are a thing, but, you know, that's just a lack of support for the most part. If they had more people working at things, then, yeah. You've got to remember, though, there are games that are younger than AO that are no longer available to play. I mean, what was it? Star Wars Galaxies, their license ran out and they pulled the plug on it. You know, there were people there and they truly loved playing that game, especially before Sony decided to try and wowify it. But you cannot play that game anymore. It just, you know, except on, yeah, okay, private servers, but it's not the same thing, is it? You know, so you can't play the game you used to play in quite the same way. Because with a private server, you know, the person running it can be, you know, a GM or whatever and just have everything and anything. No, Star Wars The Old Republic. I played for about 18 months. It's essentially, mechanically, it's WoW, but with a Star Wars skin. And the crafting system sucks arse. It's horrible. Yeah, SOTA is really quite different. I think SOTA's still running. I've not played it in a very long time, though. I played it when it came out, and I think I played it for about 18 months. And then I just got fed. I was just bored. I was literally bored of playing it. You know, maybe that's on me, maybe it's on the devs, but it was very linear. You had to have a certain build and you had to hit a certain DPS in the damage thing, and you had to have their software on your account so they could monitor your damage or your heal rate or whatever. It was a very, very different environment to Anarchy. Very different. Yeah, Star Wars Galaxies, yeah, the thing that put me off that was that I made a character back in the beta and spent ages going, right, their look is perfect. I love all the flexibility in how they look. And then when time came to play them, I, you know, started off in whatever starter area it was. I thought, oh, this thing wants me to go across the main road to this building, and I couldn't jump over the curb. I literally had to walk all the way down one road and all the way back up the other side. I couldn't just jump over the, 3-inch curb, and I just went, don't think this is for me. That inflexibility just felt fake. I didn't like it. They did what? Toto hooked me up to the point where they took the companion lover who I convinced to be on the dark side. The devs took it away. What? You could get someone to convert to the dark side. I remember that. Or you could even get them to convert to the light, and they removed that function and wondered why people didn't like it. Jesus, that's so tone deaf. One of the expansions took away companions. Yeah, death of a game. That's such a stupid and lame concept. What the hell? Who thought that was a good idea? I mean, like, seriously. In what universe is that going to go down well? They were supposed to come back at... you got bored waiting. Yep. So they realised it was a stupid decision because they lost a bunch of players. And said, okay, undo that. And they went, well, it's kind of baked in now, sir. This was your boardroom that decided. Because it's never the devs that come up with stupid ideas. Because they actually play their game. It's always the guys in the suits that don't know how anything actually works or why people like the game. Screwing it up for everybody. That's just how it is. Every game I've come across where, they've destroyed their own game and lost players has been... I mean, they did the thing where they changed the entirety of the skill system and play style just so it would be similar to WoW. Because you can just see the guys in the suits that have no clue what they're working on or what the product actually is. Going, oh, well, this other game's very successful. It's called World of Warcraft. Make it more like that. Without thinking for 1 second that maybe not everybody wants to play that, No, the single player campaign part of SOTA was excellent. For every class, and I did every class I could. Light side, dark side. Player protest. Yeah, if your players are protesting, you may have made some poor decisions around the boardroom. That's the problem now. It's all greedy corporate types making these decisions. And they don't give a rat's ass about you or the game or anything else. And they never have and they never will. I mean, you've watched American Psycho. It's that kind of personality you're dealing with, isn't it? Complete sociopaths. Most of them. You talk to them for any, more than 30, 40 seconds and you're like, Jesus. Who did this to you? Why are you this way? I'm sorry, if you happen to be one of them. But yeah, they tend to be quite awful people. Mad Season did a good episode on SWG and how it became popular and died. Yeah, I think the biggest thing was when they just completely changed all the game mechanics to try and make it more like WoW. Everybody hated it. And they couldn't understand why, if they make it more like the popular thing, that it didn't become more popular. Now, the kind of person that makes these massive, far-sweeping decisions doesn't realise just how massively far-sweeping they are, and is confused by the fact that it didn't work. They're confused because they don't know why it worked in the first place. I don't watch Nerd Slayer. They made a god-awful video about Anarchy Online. I mean, it was so poorly received. They quoted Steam figures for active player base, for Christ's sake. No, I'm not going to watch that. I don't watch Nerd Slayer. They made an AO video and I told them everything they got wrong in the comment section, and they tried to argue they were right, and I was going, but you're not. Nobody uses Steam in order to play the game, and even if you do, it doesn't record the game time. They were so utterly wrong about, froob is offensive. Froob was this offensive term that we came up with for free-to-play people. What? What the are you talking about? You know what I mean? They're just creating bullshit out of thin air. And I've never watched a single one of their videos ever again. Because I can't trust someone who is that inaccurate about something I do know about to be accurate in any way about anything else. And the videos that I saw that they'd made, I kind of took the time to watch several and went, okay, so it's a formula channel. So every video is the same. There was a game. It was like this. Here are the facts. Oh, it started so well. It went like this. And then we get to the second verse. And the second verse is about when things started to go wrong. Oh, things had gone wrong. And this happened and that happened. And this happened and that happened. And 99% of the this happened and that happened is bollocks. It was in case of the Anarchy Online video. And then they went, and then that led to, we're in the third chorus now, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. It's like copy and paste formula video. It's the only thing lower is kind of like React videos. It was god-awful. It was inaccurate. 99% of the facts they quoted were completely wrong, and the player base now stands out, and they pull up a Steam page. Even if you play the game through Steam, Steam doesn't record the playtime unless you put a specific command in, and then it does. And absolutely nobody playing the game, less than 0.1%, use Steam to play. Because people go, you don't need Steam to play, you just the launcher. Just click that from inside the folder. You don't need Steam. And they're like, oh, that's good. Now I don't have to have this crap running in the background while I play. I've got more CPU headroom. It's absolutely one of the worst videos I've ever seen made about AO, and it probably has the most views. I don't know. So I've no interest in watching a channel that puts so little effort into such formulaic garbage for every single video. I'm bored of that tune now. First verse, it started so well. Second verse, it started to go wrong. Third verse, here's how it is today. That's it. That's their entire shtick. And it's boring as all hell. I guess it's kind of comfort viewing for a lot of people because they know exactly what they're going to get because it's always going to be the same repeated content. And it's based on, they stole that format from another guy. He's of East Asian descent and talks about, in much better terms and in far more detail with far more accuracy, about people who became ill for some reason that no one could figure out, and then they figure it out. It's like an episode of House, which is probably where they got it from that writing team. I can't think what he's called because I've watched like one, maybe two of his videos and went, yeah, all your videos are basically the same thing. Like I'm any different, but you know what I mean? It's like, you know. So, yeah, it just, yeah, I lost interest incredibly quickly with that. And you know, the React channels, every other thumbnail. You know, let's do a quick check. Incognito window, and we're not going to look at porn. Hey, well, that's amazing. I reject all. I know I'm not signing in. No, I refuse to sign in. Why do I need to sign in? I just want to look at YouTube. Why are you forcing me to make an account? Can't wait for the next expansion, yeah. History's turned off. Update setting. Okay, on. Confirm. Try searching something to get started. No. Show me what you got. Okay. Games. Play free games. Best 2024 games. Oh, Scary Shock Face. Okay, now is that supposed to be the same guy? Shorts. Hate them. Hate vertical video. Meet Slavic women. Oh, this douchebag. Shorts again. New 21 upcoming games we can't believe are real. 10 upcoming games bigger than planet Earth. Sport. Advert. Pop the balloon. What? What's this got to do? Squid Games be like. I mean, this douche again. New PS5 games this week. Have they got any? Baseball? Basketball? The other one? Squid Game again? Oh my god, these... That's a channel that took a tumble. Games, sport, kind of funny, Frozen, totally different language, something, guess the game, sport, Squid Games, advert, sport, shorts, advert, sports, advert, sports. Oh no, is it? No, yeah, it is. Sports. YouTube shit. No wonder no one can find anything good to watch on YouTube. Look how terrible it is. Shorts pretending not to be. Another short. Vertical video sucks arse. Short, more shorts. 10 upcoming games bigger than Planet Earth. I saw that before. Ludo, okay, board game. Screwing around. 10 biggest games still to come. IGN, yeah. YouTube is an utter pile of shite. It's fucking terrible. I wonder why you're losing money. YouTube, if you ever see this, and you probably never will, and you would certainly not pay attention to someone so insignificant on your platform, but your search criteria is dog shit. AI doesn't make anything. Understand that. AI is not artificial intelligence. It's misnamed. Clever algorithms that copy other creatives' work is not intelligent. How can we get away with stealing creatives' work and not paying them? That's what AI is. Plain and simple. It learns how the actual creative people do things and tries to imitate it. That's what it does. It does a good job of it, but you can tell. And I don't just mean, 16 fingers on one hand and whatnot. But anything else it touches, you can tell. You got to think, what kind of person created that? And you very quickly realise there is no person on earth that would create that. I keep all things misnamed AI. I keep out of my life. It's garbage. You steal everybody's creative output and recreate it artificially and think it's great, and it's being massively oversold on what it can and can't do. It's like the .com boom. Overselling AI. Yeah, let me get this. There you go. A point of view from a very intelligent and educated person. There you go. Watch that. It doesn't create anything new, though. That's the thing. There's no... the impetus to create something new comes from a living being. It does not come from an algorithm, which is what they're saying their inverted commas AI does. It's not artificial intelligence either. It's misnamed. They're calling it something it isn't. And you know why so much modern popular music sounds the same? Because it's been written by the same people from the Nordic countries. I won't say who, but they're the countries that gave us ABBA and whatnot. So yeah, they know a thing or two. But they're writing all the hit tunes for everyone. That's why they all sound similar. It's the same buggers writing them, but you don't know that. You think you're listening to so and so's latest song. Yeah, that they bought and paid for. Anyway, getting a beer. I am back. When do you think real AI will happen? I'm not sure it will. Yeah, what they're calling AI now is not AI. Complex algorithms doing massive amounts of computations at our directive is not the same thing as something that's self-aware. You're talking commander data and HAL. Quite possibly never. If you get the current AI, if it has no instructions, it has no impetus to do anything. It only does things at a prompt. And if it were not allowed to copy things around it, it would have nothing to generate. Hacky DK. Carlos, I reactivated and decided to do DB3. Do you want or need the bracer on any of your characters? Well, the DB3 bracer, yeah, it would go pretty well on this character, actually. Little agent. I think agents can wear one, can't they? I think it's anybody can wear one. Pick a high level. Yeah, I think pretty much anyone would use that. Yeah, absolutely. I'll say when it's done. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Or madam. Or, you know, whatever you say you are. You know, if you say you're the Loch Ness Monster, you're the Loch Ness Monster. You know, I don't care. Doesn't change my life. But yeah, so the whole thing with AI is it ain't AI, you know. It's not something going, I'm afraid I can't do that, you know, or anything of that like. It's a bunch of massively complex equations and stuff that give you a desired result depending on the input, and 99% of the input comes from stealing other people's ideas, work, images, etc., etc. Without stealing the work, it couldn't do anything. Like, I'll give you an example. Here's some AI, inverted commas, generated thumbnails. So it's a feature added to YouTube. So, okay, let's go to the last live stream. Not this one. We'll go to this one. And it tries to sell me on it. New thumbnail AI. Get AI generated thumbnail. This is for AO, right? Anarchy Online. It's got all this information in there. The entire video to look through. Let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And so many thumbnails on YouTube look exactly like this. Grace giveaway alert. Okay, let's tweak that one. I'm going to tweak it by stealing what it's stolen already. There you go. I will use that next Saturday just for the lols. What do you think? Bullshit AI picture. There you go. I named it. He's got 3 fingers. Why? What? The fucking... How does that look like AO? What the... It looks like a post-Disney Pixar thing. So what's he got? He's got 3 fingers on this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, the other finger's over here, because he's got 6 fingers on this hand. To play devil's avocado, when humans come up with new work, how is it different? It comes from a completely different place. A human comes up with something because they feel inspired, or they want to say something about something, or how they feel. It's inspired internally. Okay? So, I don't like the government. I'm going to write a protest song. Bob Dylan. I'm on the pavement thinking about the government. Joe's in the gym thinking out the medicine. That is inspired human creation. An AI takes the word, everything on the internet it can get its claws into and mushes it all together like, when you buy a new set of plasticine and you've got the white one, the blue one, the green one, the red, and it gets that and it mushes it all up and goes, here, same thing. It's massively different. A human being does it because it wants to, because it has hopes, desires, fears, hundreds of other things that would prompt a human being to do it, whereas the AI does it because it's told to do it. You think someone told Bob Dylan to write that song? Or someone told Bruce Springsteen to write a protest song like Born in the USA that people still misinterpret to this day? No. Because they wanted to say something and they found a way of doing it through the medium of their art. Whereas an AI is told, make a song like Bruce Springsteen, and then takes as many references as it can, twists the clay together and throws the result out and gets told yes or no depending on the result, and then is told to re-squeeze the clay together over and over again until a human watching it goes, oh, that's good, and then and then the algorithm is then retrained that this result is what we were thinking of. You don't agree? Well, you don't have to. You can be wrong as long as you want to be, but you still be wrong. Okay, make a song out of thin air right now. Make a melody line out of thin air. Go on. We can't reprocess the process of creating something because we don't completely understand how we do it in the first place. Yeah, well, that's it. The AI that we have has no reason to. And it says, can you turn it into a beautiful masterpiece? Yeah. Turn it into something. The AI in science fiction bears no resemblance to the AI that we have in reality. It's nowhere near the same thing. But people think it is. We would still need, I mean, we go on about nano level computers and all that. But you got to remember that we're 4.5 billion years into evolution here. And that's a lot of iterations. And the criteria is survive or die. Now, with computer programs, we are imparting on it certain things like, oh, if you do this, it's good. If you do this, it's bad. And then we have extinction level events that happen all the time. Like people go, oh, the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. No. It didn't just kill the dinosaurs. 97% of all life on Earth died out in the same event. That includes plants, fish, bacteria, everything. It all died out in the one event, which was most likely a meteorite, which is why you have that big hole in in North America. That's where it landed. That's why you've got this big hole. And to the best of our interpretive knowledge, that's what happened. And people throw out these theories, oh, well, the dinosaurs died because, they were lizards. No, they weren't. Talk to an anthropologist and they'll tell you, no, they weren't lizards. They were warm. By this point, at the time of their extinction, they were feathered, hairy, and warm-blooded, and had more in common with birds, because of the pelvic shape and the number of bones and all the other criteria. No, it doesn't. Nature doesn't give a shit. Nature's about survive and procreate. Pass on the DNA. Nature isn't actually have a design. It just is what it is. It's the circumstance in which life exists. So if your life form succeeds, it does well. And the reason that all these species died out is because the environment stayed pretty much the same for a very long time, so they all specialized, like humans have. You have doctors, nurses, engineers, computer experts, everything else. Human society has done the same thing, but we're so adaptable that a single human can become any of those things, but singularly, they do not understand how everything else works. So a neurosurgeon would not maybe know how to fix a combustion engine, despite their level of intelligence and capability. The reason mammals survived was they were very small, with short lifespans, reproduced like hell, and could survive and eat just about anything. And that's how they survived. Whereas at this point, dinosaurs had been around for hundreds of millions of years and become incredibly specialized. So when the world changed drastically, they couldn't adapt to it. Mankind evolved from animals that could adapt because they were flexible in what they could do to survive. So you've seen the famous fight between the Stegosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus. They lived further apart than the Tyrannosaurus and Cleopatra did. That's how long they were around for. And then there's the K2 layer, where there's a ton of iridium, which doesn't naturally occur on the Earth, unless it's way below the crust in the magma and everything else, that we can't ever get to, despite Hollywood. And everything above that layer, they're all gone. Something very, very drastic happened at that point. We're pretty sure it's a meteorite strike. And yeah, it killed the dinosaurs. Oh, they're lizards. No, they weren't. They were warm-blooded. Stegosaurus had those plates that were filled with skin with veins in it and everything else that warmed up in the sunshine, because it was one of the very early non-amphibious animals to exist on Earth. So there's the Stegosaurus, and 300 million years later, you've got Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is more akin, it's always pictured as a lizard, but they weren't lizards. They knew they weren't lizards when they made Jurassic Park, but people aren't going to go and see a movie where T-Rex is feathered. They want the big, scary lizard. So Hollywood enforced it. They weren't like that at all. They were warm-blooded. They were like, birds, basically. Modern birds are the descendants of the dinosaur genome. Yeah, they really were, because it's to do with the pelvis. Like, all mammals have the same amount of bones. So you and a blue whale have the same amount of bones. Some of them are fused in the case of the blue whale. But a blue whale's neck has 7 bones in it, just like yours does. So dinosaurs weren't what we think they are, because Hollywood goes, no one's going to see a movie where their Tyrannosaurus is covered in colourful feathers and hair, even though it was, and we know it was, because if we don't do that, then they all want to come see the big scary lizard. You got to give them the big scary lizard. And they're right. They're trying to sell a movie. We want the big scary lizard. They've always been misnamed and mischaracterized, and they have been for about since the first discovery of dinosaur bones, etc. They were misidentified by one person, and illustrations were created on the back of that, and everyone still believes in the illustrations created by someone that couldn't possibly know what they looked like, because they didn't have the instruments and technology that we have today, which tells us, no, they weren't like that. They were warm-blooded. They were probably more intelligent than we think they are. They were covered in feathers and stuff. It's just so different. What I think you're talking about is the general structure. Yeah, mammals. Human beings are mammals. So are dolphins, porpoises, killer whales, dolphins, monkeys, rats, your hamster, your cat, your dog, etc. Although cats are slightly different. Their shoulder structure is connected differently, which is why they can drop from ridiculous heights and survive. No, there is not. Here we go. Oxford. Skeleton spotted. Here we go. Like, you have the same number of bones in your neck as a giraffe. See how many more bones this has in its neck? It's not a mammal. It's a dinosaur or a bird. You can go on and do the quiz. But yeah, I learned that at like age 8 or something. They're not significantly different with different amount of bones. No, they're not. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Mammals evolved because of their adaptability. How many bones do dogs have? Fused bones are not the same thing. Yes, we don't have a tail anymore, so we have slightly less number of bones. But the bones that exist that match are identical. So, a dog's paw is not constructed the same way as your hands and fingers, right? And neither is a horse. A horse, these bones, the thumb, these fingers, a horse hoof is this nail. If you turned it into a horse, all your weight would be on the end of that nail. It is if most of them are the tail. All mammals have the same amount of bones except for the ones that aren't there or fused. That was the statement. The statement is still correct. Anyway, I'm getting another beer. Right, okay, so let's talk about fused bones and why the two numbers don't tally. Yeah, fused. You know what fused means, don't you? Teeth are not bones, you do know that as well, yeah? So teeth and bones are different things. Never mind the AI, it's always invariably wrong. When did bones evolve? Long time ago. Do you know sharks don't have any? totally trust Reddit posts. Yeah. We have 32 teeth. Yeah. Teeth aren't bones. Let's go back to fuck AI search. There's a way to do that if you didn't know. Get rid of the bullshit. Britannica. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, but they're including the skull, which technically does have several more bones when you're born, so your head can be squeezed as you're born. So, but then hopefully forms into one bone and fuses and becomes the entire skull. There we go. And then you got to count the bones of the ear, how they've been redeveloped. The bones of the ear are the same bones that fish have for their front fins. They became ears at a certain point. Amphibians were the first animals to utilize sound. Before that, we didn't really. Yeah, so the fins on fish became our ears. You know, the bones that connect and give us, you know, you got the diaphragm of your eardrum, the connecting bones, and then, you know, the little hairs underneath that do stuff. Go LFT, buddy. Okay. I'm going LFT. Not sure what for. Oh, is it the bracer thing? Cool. Awesome. It's like saying all cars are the same because they came from the same principle of having... No, it's not. It's absolutely not the same thing. Now you're conflating facts to serve an argument that can't be made. See, now you're continuing down the same road of confrontation. You're conflating information. It's not the same as being in any way scientifically accurate or anything else. You're conflating things. I see no corpse. Oh, he's over by the beacon. Okay. Yay! What's this one? Assistance module. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, how many wheels has a tank got? It's still a vehicle. You're conflating examples. It doesn't work. Inventory full. Oh, let's delete some shit. What's this? Control capsule. Yeah, fuck that noise. Get rid of that. Pick up one of them. There we go. Yay. That's a bad analogy. Well, that's what conflating information does, and it's a very poor argument, and yeah, it will absolutely land you in trouble. So it's because it doesn't stack up. It's taking the loosest of association and using it as a form of divination. It doesn't work. It's called conflating information. Let's thank you very big. Much appreciated. I've got to get the DB3 infusers now. Yeah, but we genetically, mammals all have the same number of bones. Some are combined or residual. In the case of the horse, it is standing on that. I'm putting my hand up this way just to make sure I'm not insulting anyone. But the end of a horse's hoof is that. Where is a horse's elbow? Horse. Okay. Images. Let's take a horse. Okay, there's a horse. All right. Where is the horse's elbow? Okay, where's the horse? There's its front legs. So where do you think it's this? Where is the horse's elbow? It stood on the tip of its fingers, if it still had them, but the finger bones have all receded to a little tiny stump. But the genetic programming for them is still there. So a horse is stood on that. Unfortunately, it is that middle finger, and I mean no insult by it. I know the connotations of... I had no idea that was going to happen. But yeah. It's the same for tails. We have the cochlea. No, it's not called... coccyx, not the cochlea. Cochlea is your ear. The coccyx, which is a fused tail. But if you look at an embryo, the bones are still separated. It's only after, later in development, those bones fuse together and become a redundant limb. But the blueprint is always the same. So here's a horse. Where is his elbow? And more importantly, where's his knee? Where are the knees of a horse? Beautiful animals, wonderful to ride, great companions, but by the belly. So we think the elbow's here. Hang on, open image. No, I don't want to... No, we want the image, really, don't we? Okay. Open image in new tab. There we go. That's better. Right. Okay. Just the image? Why have you given me the whole website? Oh, there you go. It's a gelding. So it's a neutered horse. See these? Do you know what they are? They would have been thumbs. They're usually docked, like literally cut off the body when they're a foal. If you know about horses, you'd know what they are. So you got the tip of the toe on that one fingernail, and then you got to think 1, 2, 3, and then this big bone here. Then your forearm, right? Then the elbow, then the upper arm, and then the shoulder. So where do we think the knee is? So for the, sorry, not the knee, the front legs, elbow is where? I'll help you out. Let's save image as web. Fuck off, that's a JPEG. We need to be able to draw on it in paint. Right, okay. Show in folder. There we go. The hell is open? Oh, there we go. Open with paint. There we go. Right. So I'll give you a clue. Okay, so... Oh, is there... Oh, I'm sorry, guys, if there's a delay. I can't do anything about it. KN1V3V2K. When AI can do hands, we're all doomed. Well, only if someone tells it to. Right, so. This is a finger. Oh, hang on, let's change to red, maybe? That's the tip of a finger. The next joint, next joint. That's actually this bone in your hand. That's the forearm, and the elbow is up in here. And on the back, remember, these would be either the big toe, or in the case of front legs, the thumb, and they're always docked off a horse. Okay? So, again, middle toe, bone, bone, forearm, wrist. The knee of a horse is up here. Where's the collarbone? Up there. So if we searched for horse skeleton, there we go. It's probably easier to see with the skeleton. There you go. So that's the shoulder. So they call it pedal bone, but it's the tip of the finger with the big nail on it. Posterior bone, that's the second bone in your finger. Third bone. And the cannon is this bone in your hand. We're calling that the knee, but it's not. It's technically the elbow. Radius is the upper bone in the arm. Humerus is here. Scapula is there. Collarbone's like these little bits at the front. Yeah, the collarbone from side view is obscured. You know what a patella is? That's your kneecap. That's where it is. There. That's the thigh. There's your knees. Obviously they have different names because it's a horse. Okay, horse collarbone. All right. Control F. Yeah, there you go. As a horse does not have a collarbone and is instead suspended in place by muscles and tendons, this is great. So, yeah, so the collarbone's just gone beep, 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 nothing. They have one less knee bone. It's there. That's the knee bone. A patella is the knee bone. So our shoulders are behind us. On a horse, they kind of curve round. This is a two-dimensional drawing. And then where we have a coccyx, they have a tail. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same number of collarbones. Neck bones. So, yeah. Alright, let's go for... I know there's more than one dolphin, but out of curiosity. What fucking hell? Amazon is selling them? What the fuck? They're dolphins, don't do that. Oh my god. Dog, you've all got browsers, you can check them yourselves. Let's have a look. Oh my god, they're all... no, don't do that to dolphins, they're intelligent animals, for Christ's sake. Oh my god. Alright, let's go for dolphin... skeleton. Oh my, I can't believe people sell bits of dolphins. That's sick. Oh my god, man, they're probably smarter than you are. So long and thanks for all the fish. I can't believe they sell bits of dolphin on Amazon. That's sick, man. An animal that poses no bloody threat to us whatsoever. Oh my god, that's horrible. Where's this from? Well, it's a bottlenose dolphin. It's probably the one that most people recognise, but... yeah, so they've got no legs, but the stumps that the legs would have been there are still there, and they're there when they're in a fetal stage. I can't believe people are selling bits of dolphins. How is that legal? Aren't they protected? I mean, God almighty, turtles are. I mean, the front fins are remnant hands and stuff and whatever. I mean, you can watch all of this if you just search... and this came out like the 80s or like early 80s, late 70s. Life on Earth. There you go. So, I don't know, maybe you need a VPN to watch it, but there you go. Life on Earth. I grew up with this. It was like 8, 9 years old when I was watching this. And it's David Attenborough goes through each stage of the evolution that we know and can prove and can repeat. So, scientific. So he starts off with the bacteria and how there was a catastrophe when the first bacteria that could create oxygen in its life cycle killed off all the other bacteria that for whom oxygen was toxic. Who hasn't seen... well, yeah, but, you know. So you go from there, building bodies, first forests, which are the ferns and whatnot. And then insects came. Then we got the invertebrates. So things that had skeletal structure but without actual bones. Then we got amphibians crawling on the land. Then we got reptiles who could survive in dry air better, who then evolved into birds. Meanwhile, the mammals did well. Themes and variations, there's a ton of information there. Hunters, and then, you know, we climbed up trees and stuff and developed fingers and toes, and then, you know, we became human. But it's all there. All of it is there. If you've read the book, and I used to have the book, had tons of gorgeous printed photos in it. You know, an actual qualified scientist who can explain it all, not Kalos playing AO after a couple of beers trying to explain what he saw on the TV or read in the book. There's a massive difference. You know, oh, I watched this Einstein thing. I know everything now. No, I don't. How many beers can you drink before getting woozy? I don't know. I've got a fairly high tolerance, I think. A fairly high tolerance. 1750 comp lit. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Trade and repair. 1704. Yeah. Let's go, trader, and get this bad boy on. Programs. Where's my trader buff? Probably too many. I should probably be more of a lightweight than I am. 1964. My God, can I get the comp lit? Right. Where window? Gear. There you go. On you go. Don't I need the I need the infusers, don't I? Right. Let's beacon out of here. I'd be concerned if your limit was 16. I have no idea. I always get bored of drinking at some point. I generally drink, I don't know really. I don't count, that's the problem. I have 8 cold beers in the fridge and they're not a problem. I can wake up 4 or 5 hours later and I'm fine, I can drive, I'm back to normal, so to speak. It's 5th today, is it? No. Oh, it could be. I don't know. You see, I don't count, so that's why I don't know. What the hell infuser do I want for this bracer? I can't remember. It's not a standard infuser, though. I know that much. Right, infuser general. Let's have a look. It's not the Notum infuser advanced, is it? It's this one, isn't it? Advanced. Oh my God, they're expensive. No, it's not. Yeah, those ones do most stuff, but they don't do this. It's the advanced dust brigade in Notum infuser. Yeah, nearly 2 billion each. And I think you need 2 of them to fully upgrade the bracer, if I remember it right. You know, I mean, David Attenborough, you know, went to Cambridge, invented a lot of the science themselves, has been peer-reviewed, etc., etc. Watch that guy. Don't listen to some drunken Welsh bloke with a big beard, big voice, and fuck all to say. Listen to him, for God's sake. And even here at GMI, life finds a way. He's so good at presenting his movies and stuff as well. The guy is like living legend. Anyway, I'm getting another beer. I'll let you know there was 6 in the fridge, so if this is the last one, then this is beer number 5. That's as much as I can tell you. Right. Yeah, so this is beer number 6. So we've had 5. But like I say, I don't really count. I just, just enjoy a beer. Oh my God. These prices though, guys. I don't know about that. It ain't that I don't have that kind of money in the game. I do. But it's like, I have at least 2 backpacks full of them. Well, sell me some for a bit less than these guys. How much do you want for... How many is it to fully upgrade it? Is it like 2? No, that's regular. That's for... That's for that bracer. We've done that one. That's the regular, yeah. Yeah, well, it's going to have to wait, but it's going. I think we should put it on plus 25 versus nothing. Yeah, okay, let's put it on. Uh-oh. Now my chest is over. Oh. Stamina. 1100 and psyche from 1000. Right, what have we lost then? Yeah, we're like 4 points bloody off. Look, stamina. Oh no, stamina's quite a way off. OE for that is, yeah, it's a bit higher. Oh yeah, I'd have to trade a buff again. Okay. But it doesn't have any AC, so why do I care? Comp attribute, yes. Right, you've asked for it. We're doing it. We're doing a David Attenborough session. And here we walk through the vegetation of Old Athen. And as you can see, the life that lives here is quiet and difficult to see at this level. But we will wander up to this tree to take a look. It would have been difficult for these early animals to exist in this area. As we approach the larger ferns that would have looked like redwoods to our ancestors, we continue forward into the unknown. Everyone that played AO at the start was the harsh world. And here we find another specimen called a Vanguard Watcher. Quite their purpose, we don't yet know. Again we reach the grasslands. To everyone else, what the fluff are they doing? I can't stop crawling. Oh, there we go. That did it. Right, okay, so level 215. Yeah, it's the base stats, but it does have ACs, but the other bracer has none. It just has base abilities and such. And I was wearing it because we put beaters in. So I think it's even without the thingies, the infusers is still worth wearing. Because even though the ACs will be lower, that we didn't have anyway, it's added 5 to crit, 35 to damage. That doesn't change. It's the ACs that are diminished by being OE. So I'm massively grateful for that. That would have been a whole evening trying to get it, but we now have it. So, you know, can't complain there. Yeah, there's a famous, oh God, QI, yeah, it was QI, where, where are the knees on a flamingo? And like, no one gets it right. But birds are weird, right?
So, let's pin the knee on the bird. So stick a little sticker on the bird's knee. That's all you have to do.
Well, it's never going to be...
And like, they go through that. It's worth watching. I mean, I'm going to scan it because I don't want to get copyright striked.
Just turning it into...
And there's the discourse in the front. So, yeah, there you go. He's gone for there and there.
Oh, you see?
You see,
I thought
those
it was going to be
ankles.
something like
Yeah.
that.
That's its ankles. Hilarity ensues, and then...
Oh, I can't tell you how much that works.
I think they actually... I don't know. They show you later on in the clip, but hey. I can't show you anymore. You know the score, guys, you know. Ooh, 10 seconds of someone else's video, copyright. Yeah, because you're all going to watch my 4-hour video while I'm talking BS playing Anarchy Online rather than watch QI's video. Yeah. Legs of an owl. Yeah, they're there. They've got legs. They land. They can pick things up with them. Owl legs. Yeah, there you go. See, they've got them. They're just usually buried and hidden by the feathers. But you got to remember they're a predator, so those legs and claws are, you know. Stephen Fry, oh, he's a treasure, absolute treasure. Comical when running. I've never seen it. Am I comical to you? Do you find me funny? He looks like quite a serious runner there. Yeah, they've got perfectly good legs. They're just like, we hardly ever see them. But yeah, I mean, they're a bird of prey. They're a bird of prey that can hunt silently. And we don't generally see their legs, but oh hell yeah, they're there. That's what they hunt with. Yeah, they are definitely longer than you think. Yeah. I've seen videos of pit bulls getting the finger. Somehow they know. I think they can... I don't know whether they know the gesture, but they definitely know the intent of the person. You know, they're a dog. They sense so much more than we think they do. Yeah, I wouldn't give the pit bull the finger for fear of losing the finger. Rather have the finger, thanks. Yeah, they pick up stuff we don't even know that you know we're kind of giving out, as in excuse me, pheromones and you know all the rest of it. You got to remember how many million times more sensitive is their smell than ours. So that's like, we can see, but imagine all we could see was like through a pinhole this big. That's our sense of smell compared to a dog who has what we've got as vision. You know, that's the difference. So what they can sense versus what we can sense, and then the same with the hearing too. You know, they can hear your heart beating. They can hear what your body's doing. This is why you get these oh God, what are they called? Support animals who can predict an epileptic shock in someone, or an epileptic attack or whatever, or a ton of seizure or any other kind of thing. They can tell that a person is going to have it like an hour before they do. And how the fuck they know, we don't know, because we don't have their sensory system. But we know that they can tell. You know, what is imperceptible to us, because we're smelling and hearing through this pinhole of information, to them is stereophonic sound and stereoscopic vision in the, you know, in every spectrum. They can tell so much more than us with their senses. It's kind of scary, you know. I'd be wary of any bird of prey, full stop. It doesn't matter how big the talons are, mate. They'll still take your face off. You know. Sometimes even pets could be enduring torture from a medical condition. How do we know? The pet, your dog will let you know if it's not happy. Do you have a dog? I mean, I don't know if you do or not, but I do, and we've always had dogs. Dogs let you know that something's up. They know what's going on with them, and they tell you. You know, they don't know if you can help, but they let you know. When your dog is suffering too much, it will go away from you to a quiet place where it won't be disturbed and hide. That's what a dog will do. And I know this from experience. When they're in a lot of pain or they're feeling very, very sick, they go away. If your dog is paying you attention and trying to be near you, your dog is fine. Yeah, cats do the same. When cats know their time is up, they disappear on you. And dogs will do the same thing. They'll go hide somewhere, but it'll be more local than a cat will be, but it will go hide somewhere and wait to die. Versus a healthy dog, if it's feeling a little bit unhappy, it will come up and pester you incessantly. But once it thinks, I think this is it, it will come and see you, and then you can't find the bloody thing. And when you call it, it won't come out. It's like, no, I'm over here. I'm just going to wait until the end. Yeah, so when your dog doesn't come, that's when you take them to the vet. And let someone with medical expertise in that species take over. Dogs seem to know when they're not well. I mean, you're a person. How do you act when you're not well? You know, I mean, of course they know. Cats are a very different kind of animal than we are. So they behave very differently in certain circumstances. Certainly in those circumstances. We've lost pets along the way. I mean, I've been around a long time. It's not weird that that's happened. So, you know. But yeah, dogs will go off and hide somewhere if they think their time is up. It's sad to see how many pets die before their time. Owners can be trigger happy. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. In the UK, at least, we are more kind of like attached to our pets than we are to a lot of people, and we'll, you know, fight every stick of the way to keep them here with us, you know. But yeah, the pleasure of owning a dog with that unconditional love is also the penalty you pay for knowing the dog, because the ultimate pain is they pass and you don't. You know, we outlive them. That's just how it is. You know, I mean, it's painful. It is painful. I'm not going to say it's not painful, because it's painful. But you know, when you get a dog, you know well, at least you probably hope that you're going to outlive it. Yeah, I've lost pets along the way. Of course I have. You know, I've been around a long time. When our current puppy, you know, when they reach the end of their time, I'm going to be really sad about them. You know, but 4 years, 5 years later, I'm going to be like, I miss having a dog. I'm going to find another puppy to love. You know, I know who I am because I've been here before. But it won't stop me feeling the pain of losing them. It just means that I know it's part of the thing. Can you post a link to a video of crying dog at the no, if you want to look for that, Google it yourself. I'm not posting that. That's horrible. I know it happens, but I mean, you know, can't believe PBF is still dancing in OAG. Well, they are. There are many examples recorded of a dog not accepting the fact the owner's never coming back. Because that's the nature of a dog. But they just never do. Well, dog or owner, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, but Google it for yourself, because I'm not going to, because I have seen examples of that. I mean, isn't there a famous one in Japan where the dog kept coming back to the railway station? Yeah, the dog who waited. He's got his own little statue. Yeah, he waited at the same station every day for a decade. It was a long time ago, but it did happen, you know? Last picture of Hachiko, the dog who waited for his... Yeah, and they... Look at the people that were there. They're praying for him. They love him. He's everything about a dog that you do love. You know, Google it for yourself. I'm not gonna... No. Yeah, it's at the Shibuya... Oh, Shibuya station. Yeah. I can't speak Japanese, Chinese, or any East Asian language. You know, I have massive respect for those people and their language, because it predates most of Western culture. But, you know, There it is. That's the thing. That's how that nation regards them. It's a landmark. Well, probably. Siljar Russell, good news, everyone. Oh, my God. Well, great news, we found Mark's finger. Safe to order fries. Oh, my God. No way that's real. Poor Mark. His finger got cut off, whether they put it back on or not. Is he going to be playing the guitar again anytime soon? I mean, Jesus, poor Mark. Fried finger. Yeah, we found it. It's not going to turn up in your fries, so it's okay to order them. Oh, my God, a poor guy. Who the hell is Mark? And, what the hell happened? I mean, his finger came off. How did that, that's just, oh, my God. Yeah, that's just weird. Siljar Russell, pleasure to see you, my dear. I think I'm missing some context. Well, yes and no. I'd like to know who thinks that's a good thing to post on the window. Well, it depends. Are you friends with Mark, or I mean, if you're friends with Mark, it's probably a good thing because everyone's happy that Mark now has been reunited with his finger. Outside of that, I don't have a clue. It's just weird. It's an odd thing to post on a window. Oh, you're not going to accidentally eat it? Yeah, well, that's always a good idea. I mean, but it does sort of sound like, oh my God, excuse me. Right, for all of you that have not seen it, can I please recommend a fabulous new show called Ludwig. No, it's nothing to do with YouTube or a person that no, not you ponth. Yeah, Ludwig, iPlayer. This guy. This show, it's absolutely effing brilliant. It's what they call comfy crime. So, comfy crime is Agatha Christie, maybe Maverick. I don't know that many American TV shows that have it. Bergerac, Agatha Christie, etc., where the dead body is kind of incidental to everything else. It's just a fact of the situation, and they've got to solve it. But this show is absolutely outstanding in every regard, in every way. And you should absolutely go watch it. Yeah, so, a murder's happened. You see a dead body for 2 seconds, and then everything else is about who done it. It doesn't focus on it's not bones, which actually is really good as well, but it's about the mystery and the logic of who did it, and logic plays into it quite a bit, actually. Yeah, honest to God, it's 6 episodes or whatever it is, but oh my God, it's good. It is so good. David Mitchell's good, full stop, but I did not expect a show of this caliber or his acting ability for this show. It's so good. Me and a friend played a Biotic Factor, good survival game that seemed to take inspirations from Half-Life and even some of the same graphics as Half-Life 1. Maybe more David Attenborough. Here, even on the top of Old Athen Hill, life has found a way. Yeah, regardless. Yeah, but the Ludwig show, oh, it's so good, guys. It's so good. Anyway, we're going to leave it here. Yes, we are. We did the grace from Saturday. That's already gone across to the person who won. So we're going to leave it there. YouTube requests for them. I'm sorry, guys. The only way you're going to get one is entering the, random quiz. I don't give them out willy-nilly. I absolutely don't have that kind of real life cash to be able to do in that, so I apologize, but hey, there it is. I'm not God. I don't hand out graces on a whim. They were given to me to give away in game, so if you don't have in-game access to GMI, I can't give it to you. And even if I could, that would be unfair on the people who are also in the competition, so you're just gonna have to enter. Anyway. Siljar Russell with another image. Gold medal winners for synchronized napping. Oh yeah, that's gold medal worthy there. Cats. They really are a complete... Is a grace now worth... If any infuser is 1.7 billion? Well, kinda, yeah. It's not that I don't have trillions, it's just that I don't want to pay, I don't want to spend it. I know that's bad, maybe, but it's just part of me is like, spend as little as you can to get the things you want. It's just part of my psyche, I guess. Right, is anyone else streaming Anarchy Online? Let's take a look. There's me, and there's Siljar Russell's link. Rubicar live feed. Not exactly a stream, so to speak. So, I mean, it's cool and everything, but it's not, someone talking to you, interacting with you, and playing the game. It's like a static camera sort of a deal. So I kind of like, much as I think it's cool, I'm not going to raid them. Dan's doing his horror month. Well, why isn't he putting it under Dan who? It's not under Anarchy Online. We're searching Anarchy Online. It's taking too long. Reload. Dan's Gaming. Who the fuck is that? It's not AO. I'm not raiding them, Simple as. Anyway. Well, why would I? Hey, look, all these other games. Which, great, but, it's not AO, is it? I will, if nobody at all is streaming AO and someone I've ever heard of is, then I will raid that person. But Dan's Gaming? I have no idea who they are. So, it's, whatever. Right. Love you all. Miss you all. Oh my good Lord. John Goodhorse gifted subs ×5. John Goodhorse gifted a tier 1 sub to the community. To Apple Jiggis. To Pillow Pat Launch Bay. Cogs61, and Hoggerman. Well, thank you very much for the gifted subs. They're much appreciated. But as I've already said, I'm not raiding nobody if they ain't no somebody I've heard of or streaming AO, you know. Yeah, nobody said, oh, go raid, you know, Dick Waller 57 or something. I don't know. George, thanks for the race. Well, thank you very much for all the gifted subs. They're very appreciated. I don't do this for money. I don't do this as a living. I do this as a hobby and because I just think AO's like the coolest game I've ever played. So, there it is. But, yeah, we're going to say goodbye now. I'm going to find some crap to watch on TV. I might re-watch Ludwig because honestly, it was that good. I could re-watch it straight away. Says a lot, really, doesn't it? Anyway, love you all. Miss you all. I will see you on the next one, which is likely Friday. We'll just have to see. But until then, bye for now.